What we do here is go back, 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 back.
have an announcement.
We have an
Again, hold your head up.
we have an announcement to make, people. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Vine Happy Hour. We just finished teaching and managing all day, so we need a break. This is our break. So come and join us as we help you improve your social skills and your English skills while listening to a small talk. We have a special guest today. Oh, say hi.
When I usually do my intro,
What's your intro?
I say my name is Ting, one of the founders of Vine Education, teacher, as also a new dad, and this is the offspring.
The fruit of my loins.
The kid.
Offspring. What does offspring mean? You have to tell people what that means.
a child.
Here's a child.
That's your child.
Came from him.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Nigel, head instructor at Vine,
Yeah.
basketball coach. Uncle. See, that's why this man is chilling.
Mm-hmm.
New uncle.
Yeah. Now we're all wearing a mask because we are responsible, and we care about safety.
Mm-hmm.
And
And he just farted, so we need to wear a mask.
yeah.
Wait, the playback. Oh, why is this not on repeat?
Hey.
Never mind.
Hey.
Never mind. So,
He's past his curfew, but I'm letting
Past his
him.
curfew.
Yeah, I'm letting him because he has to work today.
yeah, you gotta
He has
earn
to
some
work.
money for it. He's gotta start earning the money to
Yeah.
pay rent, to pay light bill.
Yep, you have to pay the rent, Jonas.
Yeah, Taipei's not cheap.
I know we live in this big city, this big metropolis here, but we had some power outages today.
Right.
So let's talk about that. Did you get the notification on your phone?
First of all, I just want to say, Taiwan, come on. We're all not Taiwanese. Let me get some English. I had to take a screenshot,
Mm-hmm.
send it to
Google Translate?
Yeah, I couldn't no, so I couldn't copy it.
Yeah.
So I screenshot it and I sent it to my wife and I said, "What does this mean?" And then she sent it back to me. She was like, "Oh no, it means they might just cut the power off periodically."
Well, see, that confused me because the message said they might cut the power off. So I was thinking this is planned. All right, let me just give a background of what happened today. Today in Taipei at what time was it?
It's like, was it 3 p.m.? Or?
14:37.
14:37, about 2:37. Everyone in Taiwan, island-wide, we got a notification on our phones telling us that there might be some power outages.
Yeah, we get those notifications for earthquakes, right?
Right.
Usually we get a
Big,
notification on our phone when there's an earthquake and it tells us where the earthquake is and to be careful. This time everyone here got a notification about a possible power outage.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't see it though. So
No?
no.
Ting,
I
you
was at
didn't-
what I was doing. I was busy doing something. So
Well, you're busy doing doing what?
Doing what?
I was working. I might have been taking a nap.
do you normally get so first of all I would like to say shout out to Taiwan. Those notifications are something that is very interesting to me. The first time I got the earthquake notification, then the earthquake hit, I was 50-50 about it. I was happy because they told me, but I was also mad because they told me and then it happened. Right at the same time. So I'm like, are they warning me now or later?
Why'd you keep hearing Jonas? Hey, Jonas, Jonas,
you
you getting
go.
frustrated?
I'm getting frustrated.
He wants
Go to
stand.
daddy. Go to daddy.
He wants to stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he farted again.
So those notifications, I think, are very interesting. Very interesting because this is the first time I've actually had a notification about
The power outage.
power outages. Before it was earthquake or
Well, the
typhoon.
difference is, you Russ, you mentioned earlier that the
Yo, again.
farted again. It's distracting. He's farting. He's just machine gun farting. No, Russ, you mentioned earlier that you weren't sure whether or not this was a planned power outage,
Yes.
or because in the past we've had power outages as well as a result of like typhoons, for example, right? But those are those just happen because they're sudden, they're random. They're an accident. But maybe because this one they knew they were running out of power. I wasn't sure. I don't know the background. I didn't read the news today.
Yeah.
So Russ,
But yeah, do you think
what
it
is
was
the background?
like as a purposeful power outage, just
Well-
as a way to save?
I don't really know, but I think something happened there was a malfunction in a power plant.
Mm-hmm.
Power plant.
A nuclear power plant
And
to be.
the word is malfunction.
Was it nuclear?
Was it one of the nuclear ones?
I believe so. No?
I don't know. I have no clue about that actually.
Gotcha.
I don't know. But basically, the power plant, which is a power plant, is if you've ever watched The Simpsons, that's where Homer works. Homer works in a power plant. The power plant generates electricity and sends it to our homes on something that they call the thing.
What, the power grid?
The grid, yeah, the
Right,
grid.
The grid.
So a common expression that we hear in English, we say, I want to stay off the grid. What does it mean when someone says, I want to stay off the grid?
That's me.
That's you off the grid?
I'm off the grid, meaning I don't use a lot of social media.
Mm-hmm.
I don't use like credit cards or anything that gives me like a footprint on the
internet,
grid,
internet
on the
footprint,
internet.
yeah.
Right.
So a grid, think of the grid like in math. You have those lines that go up and down
Like your
and
suit?
left to right.
Like your suit.
Like exactly like my suit. My suit right now is like a grid. So you can always find where people are on the grid, either on the map or on the internet, or in this case will be the power grid that provides all the electricity to everyone's homes. And when you're off the grid, you don't want people to find you. So you turn off your phone, you stay off social media, people cannot contact you, you are off the grid. In this case, we're talking about the grid as a power grid where we are not getting power. And the difference between a blackout, do you guys know? What's the difference between a blackout and a power outage?
I don't know.
Bro, I do.
That's
I
a good
do.
question.
I do. I have so much experience. Actually, there's 3 phases. So there's a blackout, like you said, and then there's a power outage, and then there's load shedding.
Whoa.
Load shedding.
Right.
Load shedding. Okay.
Load shedding is what we experience today.
He's about to load shed.
Ting is making a joke because shedding sounds a lot like the bad word.
So a blackout is when power goes out all of a sudden. No warning. Just that.
Goes out, and it goes out in the entire grid. So a blackout would be like entire cities going dark.
Going dark,
Like what
right.
happened in New York City a couple years ago. I don't know if you remember that,
Right,
or
right.
parts of the United States. There was just complete blackout.
So this is like a spontaneous, accidental.
Right,
Loss of
right.
Okay.
So this
Or it could be
definite-
on it could be on purpose.
It could be on
'cause-
purpose. They could have
because-
planned it.
We have some things known as a media blackout. Ting, what's a media blackout? You know this one.
Yeah, you should know this one because Kyrie's did it sometimes.
It's when someone refuses to talk to the media, right? So they are avoiding the media altogether, right? They don't have a presence. Right? That's what I think it is. Right? Am I right?
Close.
Sorry, it's 9, it's 10:30.
Media blackout. So maybe there's some news that you want to share, but like you want the news to come out until later. So you have a media blackout until a certain date. Or there's some news you don't want anybody to know.
Right.
So then you cause a media blackout. So when you say a media blackout, it's like nationwide or covering everything. Keep going.
So and then a load shedding. Load shedding is when they actually kind of.
Is he good?
Oh, he wants to go to mommy. He wants to go to mommy.
He's like, we're talking all this talking about
Are we
load
done?
shedding.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know what's going on.
Boom.
I've never experienced it.
Go back to mommy. Wait. Oh, can I have him back? I just want to. Can you? I just want to show how darn cute this mask is. Look at this mask. It's super cute. Look at it, right? Jonas, you like showing off your mask? Can you be our model? There you go.
As we were saying.
No, I just want to say that's for all the bitches out there that say, oh, like, you don't wear a mask. Oh, you can't breathe.
Drink.
Babies can't wear masks. Yeah, I'm going to Drink for that one.
Yeah, you drink for that way. Yes, please wear your mask. Be responsible. Even babies are doing it.
I know, right? How old is he? How old is he?
He's
He's
like
5 months. He
5
has no
months.
complaints.
5
He's
months,
not- and he can
zero
breathe.
complaints. He can breathe.
He can breathe.
He's perfectly okay.
Be responsible.
You know, some 40-year-old at Home Depot, wear your damn mask.
Right.
All right.
Anyway, rant over. His drink.
Drives me crazy.
Mm.
I'll drink
So,
for that.
load shedding is actually something that happens right now, Ting, in my country, in a lot of Southern African regions where they don't use nuclear power. So, like the power plant, we use more hydro power
Hydropower, yeah.
or
Water power.
Water power, so hydro water power, or the traditional coal, steam,
Fossil fuel.
fossil
Yeah.
fuels, right? So unfortunately, that takes a toll on Mother Nature. Or if there's no water, then your hydropower kind of has a problem. So what they do with load shedding is they will literally take off the load of the whole system, off the whole grid. So what they'll do is they will give power to one area and take away power from one area.
Okay.
So
Right.
like, there's only so much power to spread around.
To
That's
spread
what you're saying, right?
Right. So that's load shedding.
So not what Nigel was saying. It's like powered. There's a finite amount of power for an area, right? So then
Finite. I like that word.
So then, if everybody's running power, it's going to be too much of a strain. So either like everybody loses power, or a portion of the population on the grid, I guess, is it? Or
Right.
they'll lose power for a period of time,
For a period of time.
and that supports the other ones to get power,
Right.
and then the other ones kind of give up some of their power later on.
Right.
So do they do these in chunks, like time periods?
Yes. So that's a good question, Ting. So at the beginning, it was almost like what happened today in Taipei, where they.
So what happened today?
So today there was load shedding because the power came and went.
It came back online.
It
and then it went offline.
Right. So it went for an hour, came back for another hour, and then went off again.
And it went on and off in different neighborhoods, right? Because we were
Yes,
good.
Yes. So the whole time? you
Yeah,
guys-
we had no problems
I-
here.
In the
I-
office, yeah.
we
But
had-
I was at home and it was off, on and off.
Okay, and that's weird because your house is a couple blocks away.
So he's, I think the grid.
So his grid.
Got you.
Yeah, and if you
Right.
looked in our neighborhood, there was like buildings next to each other, and in one place the power was off, and then right next to it, their neighbor, it was
Yeah.
on. So
Right.
I don't know how to explain that.
So it's just
Right.
random areas or
yeah,
different
yeah,
grids.
I wasn't really sure how, or maybe like certain different power, maybe power suppliers.
Well, now the thing is, the word that we're looking at is redistribute. So they redistribute the power through different neighborhoods in different areas. Okay.
Right.
I want to go back and clear up a couple words. So how do we get our power? We have hydropower, which is water, nuclear power, coal power, like fossil fuels, and wind power.
Right.
And we also have
Solar
solar
power.
power.
Solar power.
Sun.
Solar
From the
power
sun, yeah.
from the sun.
Well, and then there's also, I do believe there's, what is that, wind? Kinetic?
Wind. I said wind power.
Wind?
Yeah,
Ah,
kinetic,
gotcha.
movement. Yeah.
Something moving.
So, and Ting said there's a finite amount of power.
Yeah, finite means there's a limited amount. It's not infinite, which
Yeah.
is like will never end, right? There's power will end.
Yeah.
There's only so much fossil fuels, for example, on there.
Right.
So to not put a strain, to not put much pressure on the system, they redistribute it in different places and in different chunks. One neighborhood will get it, then the next neighborhood, and so on.
So load shedding I get, blackout I get. So what's power outage then?
So power outage would be just that. This neighborhood, this grid temporarily lost power.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So we would say there's a power outage if if my building, for example, lost power. Then I'd say, oh, we had, because then the next one has power. So I say my building has a power outage, but if our area, if a small area has it, then we could say that's a blackout, right? And then if it's this area for 2 hours and then we're on, and then the other area is on and we're off, that's load shedding.
Okay.
Right. Right. So why this is so why this is very interesting to me is in my 10 years in Taiwan, this is the first time I've experienced this kind of situation.
A power outage
/ load setting / power cut. And it was very interesting because when my wife, when after I asked my wife the message in Chinese, I was very confused. I didn't know, like, what does that mean? Because you kind of don't expect that after being in such a Taiwan #1.
So did it impact your classes today?
They did. It impacted my classes to the point where
we had to cancel a couple.
Wait, so in the middle of one, actually no, right about to start my first class, their building had a power outage, black out, everything dark.
Now notice what we say when this happens, we say just a simple expression, the power is out.
Right.
So you're there and
right,
just the power's out.
Power's out, right. And then one of my students took a video and he's like, and then he took a video of himself and he was sweating because the air con was off.
Oh no, air conditioning.
And then today was like 40 degrees.
It was hot.
It was hot. Really hot. And then they were like, we can't sit in the room and have class. No way. And then apparently
that makes sense.
Right? And then apparently somebody was stuck in the elevator.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In the building?
Yeah. So then they said, no, listen, Nigel, we have to cancel class.
That's right. Some people probably got stuck in elevators.
In a hot elevator.
You've been stuck in our elevator before.
Twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
I've never been stuck in an elevator here in our building.
The first time I got stuck was with our designer when we first opened.
That's when we first opened.
Yeah, and that was not a technical issue. I think the elevator hit a snag. Like there was some concrete or something that was sticking out. And then as the elevator was going up, it got caught. That snag, it caught it. So then me and the other guy, we were in that elevator in our office for about 40 minutes to an hour. Just stuck. Wow. And we were between the 4th and 5th floors. Like the elevator was like right in the middle.
Right.
And you couldn't just jump out?
You can't.
No. So what was going through my mind is, if it falls, will I survive?
Well, yeah.
From a 5th floor. From a 5th floor drop. Because we have 12 floors, right? So luckily I wasn't on the 12th or 11th floor.
You'd be okay.
On the 5th floor, I was thinking, will we live? Like I might break a leg. Or, in my mind, I don't know why. I was just like thinking, will I survive if it falls?
Happy
and
hour.
then of course you always think of that cartoon, like strategy of how do you survive a elevator fall? Like do you jump at that moment when it hits the ground? I actually heard that's like the worst thing you could do.
Really?
Yeah.
So how do you survive falling in an elevator?
They say stick to as close to the bottom of the ground as possible.
So like sit or lie down?
Yeah. And then you're going to take the impact, of course, but
spread out the impact.
Yeah. That's kind of what they're saying. Because if you jump, what's going to happen is there's a chance of like that thing hitting you in the head. And you're gonna slam back down. So they say that's kind of
that would not be smart at all.
Yeah. So that's the first time.
That's scary.
And eventually we called the person, and then they had the firefighter like kind of, what do you call it, pry the door open. So we were right in between, and then we had to crawl down. So we crawl down to the 4th floor.
Yeah.
But again, going through my mind again as I was crawling, I was like, oh, what if it starts going and the elevator falls and cuts me in half? We watched too many of these. There's too many of those Saw movies, Final Destination. Yeah. So in my mind, I just the most outlandish
Resident
Evil, the most outlandish things was going to happen.
You're crazy. Yeah. You guys are crazy.
Well, no, the second time was with Max. Max was like maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Max was
No,
too
it's
heavy
fine.
for the.
for the elevator.
Yeah, we got too heavy. No, I don't know. That one is more of a technical issue.
Yeah.
And,
So all right. So
and that one, me and Max had to pry it open ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't open. We didn't
because you're experienced.
Yeah, no, the firefighter or whoever was there, they couldn't come in time. So they're just thinking, what can we do? He was like, well, we're kind of on the floor already.
All right.
And we're like on the 8th floor, 7th floor. It's like, I don't know if I can survive the 8th floor. So I was like, they just said, just try to just pry it with your hands and then you just come out if you can. So me and Max were just there. We're the only two people in there. We're just like,
And it moved slowly, did it?
yeah.
Got
It wasn't like super shut,
Yeah.
So we're able to kind of pry it because I think it was another thing that where the door was half open. Yeah, but again, none of them were due to a power outage or
So exactly.
they're kind of freak accidents.
All right. So that's what happens when the power is out. Now, if the power is out in your home, the very first thing you should do is you should check that fuse box. The fuse box is that box that controls all the power to your house, and it has a couple of those switches.
Mm-hmm.
So you should check that. But if you're stuck, what can you do
When you check the fuse box, what do you do?
You-
I'll just keep
switch
switching
them on
and
off. See if the issue is with you. And then you can call in an electrician or something, or you can go outside, see if the power's out in your neighbors.
on your
And,
building or
if
neighbor.
it's,
Yeah.
if it's just your house, then you know it's your maybe you didn't pay your power bill. Yeah. So what do you do in a power outage?
That's a good question, Russ. I have a lot of experience. First things first, candles. Right.
Candles.
You need candles and matches or a lighter.
Okay.
Make sure there's light so you can see.
Yeah.
And then make sure you have some water, right? So get some water bottles.
Water.
Or just whatever, a source of hydration.
Who speaks like that? A source of hydration.
You have to be hydrated.
Hey, you just said water, right?
Just water.
You know what I mean? There's also other things besides water, For me, it's this beer. Cheers. No. But yeah, the most important thing is to get some water. Make sure you have light. If you have some non-perishable food or non-perishable goods, that's also a plus. Try and make sure that if it's cold, try and get some blankets or some warm clothing.
A couple keywords you mentioned in there: candles.
Candles.
We have to have candles.
So light
And
source.
A light source. So maybe like a lantern. Or a flashlight.
Well, because depending on the time that the power outage or the blackout is for,
Yeah.
right? Flashlight might be for emergencies, but if it's for the long time, like 2 hours, candles work.
Candles would be okay.
Yeah.
All right. Set the mood.
You're never gonna be thinking about the mood when the power just goes.
Yeah, especially in Taiwan when it's in the
Because
summer.
it's too
Right.
hot here. It's way
so,
too hot.
Excuse
Hot
me,
and
sir.
humid.
Humid.
Let me just to speak to that. I had set up my online class. I was gonna have an online class with my students, and then the next class was also going to be online.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, for the next 3 hours, I'm here. I'm sitting. I'm great.
Yeah.
My AC is on. My small fan is on. All died, right?
Oh man.
And then the outside temperature was 40. Inside was okay, maybe 23.
Yeah.
And then it slowly mashed outside. Oh my God.
It gets hot. Very humid, very hot.
Taiwan, no, come on. Please.
That's what we call it. It's tropical weather, right?
It is.
I
It is.
felt-
Humidity. I think it's not really the heat. It's like the humidity kills you.
Ting, I felt the temperature rising. You know what I mean? Like I could feel it to the point where I can't be productive right now. I'm just gonna sit here and I can I say this on camera? I was just wearing shorts. I took off my work clothes and I was just wearing shorts and I was like, it's too hot. I can't be
the
professional.
heat here is so blistering. It makes you unproductive. It's unproductive heat.
So that's why you took a
can't
nap.
You can't do. Yeah. You
Me
hope
too.
You wake up by the time and then everything's fine.
Right. Me too. I passed out for like 32 minutes, and then I woke up and like, oh wait, I have another class, and then I remembered, no, I don't, because their building also had
Power
outage, and they they called us, and they were like, hey, listen,
No.
Nigel has to come up 10 flights of stairs, and I said no.
I'm not walking up 10 flights of stairs in 30-degree Celsius temperature.
And then doing a class for an hour and a half in
Hour and
a
a half
hot box
in a
room.
hot
with
box.
no AC
Yeah.
and your busted
and then
leg.
during a COVID crisis.
Crisis, exactly.
Like an increase of COVID cases in the country.
It just mashed up, and then my students were like, "We would love for you to come, Nigel, but," and I was like, "I understand. I totally
10th floor.
understand."
No. All right, everyone. So hope you got power back. Oh, you probably do if you're watching this. Enjoy. Stay safe. Social distancing. Wash your hands. Wear your masks. Get vaccinated. All that good stuff.
Ooh,
Yeah. Let's maybe talk about that next time.
right.
Vaccination.
We really want to? I'm going to get angry.
Well, no, because will you get it?
I'm definitely going to get it.
You can get it right now. You know how much it costs?
600 NT.
Yeah.
600 NT.
That's 600 NT. How much is that in US?
In the
dollars?
US, it's free.
I know in US it's free.
600 NT, $15?
It was $15.
$15.
Yeah. So
But
even when it's not free, it's not like it's.
But it's
Expensive.
the AZ. I think that's the thing in Taiwan that people are just hesitant that it's the AZ.
Does that lead to blood clots or anything like that?
I don't know, just side
there's
effects.
There's a lot of
6%.
misconception regarding vaccination
All right, we'll discuss
efficacy.
that next week. Boom. See ya. Bye, everyone.
Good night.
Good
It's
night.
it's my offspring's bedtime.
Offspring. It's your bedtime. What are you talking
I'm
about?
gonna start calling him my offspring.
Offspring. Hey,
Here,
where are you, Offspring?
Where's my offspring?